Okay, so we've got the Eachine 250 Racer. This is the ARF one. So it's almost ready to fly. We need to add a transmitter and we need to add a receiver to the actual quad itself. My decision on, the loads of different stuff you can get for it, but I thought just go down the simple route. I've already got a ready to fly one of these, and therefore I've already got the Eachine i6, which is basically a rebranded Turnigy i6, so exactly the same transmitter from what I understand. So I've already got that, and I took my other, the ready to fly version of the Eachine apart and actually found out that it uses this, the Turnigy IA6 receiver. So I thought, well, that's great result. I know they're going to work well together. I don't have to do any more research. That's fine for me. And then I looked into it a bit more with the cabling and everything else, and found that this actually plugs into the quad, into the board, and then you have all these other cables that come out, and basically you can count them in order. So I've seen other people say you lay them out and number them 1 to 6, and then you start plugging them into here and you get them in the right order, which is nothing really too difficult. I thought I'd get a whole load of cables I'm going to have to get rid of here, and the Eachine Ready to Fly looks so neat. I thought it's a real shame I'm going to have to use all these. And then you've got these other cables, which I'm not too sure exactly what you do with, and nobody seems to explain either. So I looked at it in a slightly different way, went back through the pack and came across a little pack that's in the ARF one that's this. So you get 2 sets of wires, and you get a little connection here, and surprise surprise, that fits this, and this is exactly how the Ready to Fly one is done. That pops into there, real nice and simple. You plug that one into there, that one into there, and then you plug the other 2 ends into the circuit board on the quad. Job done. That is the simplest way I've ever seen of doing it, and to me it just makes sense, using all the kit that Eachine would have put it on had I bought the Ready to Fly one. Okay, after much playing around with where I'm going to fit it, whether I fit it up on the top here or on the sides or whatever, I've fed the 2 wires through here, and I've just connected up the 2 connections that you get with it. And I'm actually thinking, unless anything changes between now and when I actually put some self-adhesive pads on to hold it on, I'm actually going to put it there, I think. So you can see it just in the side there. And it's just going to miss everything. And then those can connect up. This one, sorry, too many fingers around. That one's going to connect into there, and that one connects into there. And I'm going to tuck the wires back in if need be. I'll just perhaps put a cable tie or something just to hold them so they stay out the way. I'm a little bit worried if something catches one of the wires, obviously it'll rip it out, but they're right behind this front arm, so they should be well protected, and we'll see how we get on. Okay, to bind either the Turnigy or the Eachine IA6, as you can see they're both exactly the same units, it's just rebadged to the i6, whether it's an Eachine or a Turnigy again. You need some power, and you need a bind plug. You actually need a bind plug. I'll show you how we get around that just in case you haven't got one. You tend to get them with the receivers, but you probably wonder what on earth it is. If you don't get one, don't worry about it too much. All we need to do, and all this does, is just create a short from this terminal here round to this terminal here. So on the first bank of terminals, it basically misses the middle one, but it creates a short across those 2. So on this particular one, we just simply pop it in like that, and then to connect the power up, we simply use the balance port, so it's not going to give it too much power. We pop that into there, which again fits really well. And I'm just going to try and wedge this so that you can see it on the camera a bit easier. Hopefully that will show. There we go. And then we come over to the transmitter itself. We hold down the bind button, turn the power on, and instead of the fast pulse that you got, it's now gone down to a nice slow pulse. Let go of the bind button, take the power off of the receiver, take off the bind plug, put the power back on the receiver, And as you can see, we've got the slow pulse now, and as you can see, we've got the battery charge. That shows that it's connected. You will get this flashing happen, but you can see it's bound because the lights are constant red now. Simply connect that back up to your quad. There we go. On with the transmitter. Put some power on the quad. Hopefully you can see that LED in there, and arm the quad. And there we go. All bound.